Hi, I'm Sil. I'm creating a D&D tabletop product called the Arena Battle League. And even though the final product is a book, I'm using Unreal Engine to do all of the artwork for it. This allows me to make dramatic videos for each picture in the book that DMs can share with their players at the table. In this YouTube series, we'll show you the progress we make as we push toward launch. Welcome to Sil Creates. At the end of the last video, you saw that I was struggling with crashes in Unreal Engine. I had tried to upgrade to 5.7, which didn't solve the problem, so here I've gone back to 5.6, hoping that it will be more reliable. But as you can see, there was no joy, so I just decided to bite the bullet and upgrade to 5.7 going forward. When I did, I noticed that the lighting in 5.7 seems to affect the character's hair differently, and I noticed that Slashwing had some nice fuchsia colored hair here, which I tried to maintain but couldn't keep it consistent. Here we switch to butching. This is the tank. And I'm doing the image of him in the preliminary stage. There are 3 images of each of the combatants for 3 of the different stages of the tournament. You can see here I'm referring to Critterbug, and the lighting there for consistency. And yeah, I got the very similar look. You can see here it's a little too desaturated, so I tweak it a little bit to make sure that we're keeping things as consistent as we can. And yeah. For the next image of butching, I want to show him in context inside the arena that you will be facing him in the quarterfinals or the semifinals. In this case, it's the fire arena. For the action shots, we want to show placeholder characters that represent the player's party. And we have these 2 knights we use for that purpose. As you can see here, I'm attempting to pose using Unreal Engine's tools. I'd like to show her getting knocked back from this shield that he's attacking with. But I was having a lot of trouble getting the pose tools to work. You saw me referring to the puppet masters there, and I discovered the technique I used and tried to apply it to this model, but you can see that her knees are really messed up. So despite following all of the instructions, it just didn't work out properly. That blue ball that I grabbed is supposed to be used to point the knee in the direction that the ball, allowing you to control the posing a little better. It's used for elbows as well. There's a similar ball for the elbows. But you can see here her knee does not want to look at that ball. It's folded backward, which looks painful. Almost as painful as another crash. So instead I went with a more rudimentary posing framework instead, which works alright. At least it allows me to get the poses done. It does take quite a bit longer, but not as long as dealing with the functionality when it's not working. So here you can see me creating a nice dynamic shot. I spent far too much time this week on this single shot. You can see me plugging it in for context there. It's always tricky because I can't tell when I'm in Unreal Engine just how much of the text is going to overlap until I take the screenshot and move it into the book. But I was not very happy apparently. Spent a lot of time redoing that shot. Meanwhile, Chris has been busy working on the character designs. He's churning them out now. Just saw me there commenting and giving some feedback. And so this week, I'm giving us 2 puzzle pieces of progress, mostly on Chris's hard work. I'll give him a piece and a half and maybe half a piece for myself. I hope I can start doing art faster after this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode of Sil Creates.